Hello to you. I'm Jessie Johnson. This is God. G-O-D. Not the theology of, not the ideology of, but the science of. God is a word which is an adjective and a noun at the same time. God is a contraction of the word good, G-O-O-D. The word God is a title, not a name, just as the word son is a title and not a name. There are hundreds of millions of male humans who are sons, just as other animals have offspring and therefore they have sons. But son, S-O-N, is not a name, but it is a title. The word son is not a person's personal name. To continue, God, definitions of, we'll start with A, the dictionary definitions form. God, or gods, plural, God is a being conceived as supernatural and or superhuman, immortal, having special powers over life, lives, and affairs of people, a deity, a person or thing excessively prayed to or worshipped, admired or idolized, such as a stone, a statue, a painting, etc., as the sea, household, forest gods, god or gods, to deify, of God, male, or goddess, female, such as a godhead or superior being of divinity, someone or something of excellence in highest degree, extraordinary to the supreme degree, hallowed, sacred, spiritually perfect, deserving reverence, consecration, a thing or deity of sanctuary, most venerable, of highest respect to be given, oldest of old, ancient of days, etc. We'll go to B, the definition of God, esoteric, such as S-E-S, esoteric definition form. A word that's used to express an idea, the idea of ultimate, non-deity divinity, omniness, or presence, knowingness, transcendental, meta-universe, a single trans-universal singularity field of true, non-personal, trans-supreme consciousness, meta-awareness, true spiritualness, ultimate, non-created universal self-beingness, infinity, physical, spiritual, in one single essence, eternal, non-time, non-space, non-mind, which means no concepts, no thoughts, no thinking, no language, no feelings, etc., beyond which nothing can be realized or known, self-be, reality itself, non-separate supreme being itself, nature itself, the broad definition of nature in this case, self-realized reality itself, etc. We'll go to C, the exoteric definition form of God. God as creator of the or a universe, the ruler of the universe, the source of morality and ethics, a separate entity type of supreme being based on the ego, spirit worship, an entity having control over nature, narrow definition of nature that is, and human future and fortune. The perfect being of wisdom, power, goodness, personal or impersonal, if need arise. We'll go to D, all definitions of God. All and every definition or definitions and meanings, plural also, of the word God is a personal definition. It is dependent on the human being who is creating the definition from personal thoughts, thinking, feelings, wants, fears, needs, intellection, emotions, etc. If there are 5 billion humans on earth, then there are 5 billion personal definitions of the word God. Now, the word God can be used in two forms. This is number 3. That was 1 and 2, just read. The word God can be used in two forms, literal, A, and B, metaphorical. We'll start with literal. The first way to use the word God is literal. Literal. Using the word God interchangeably with that which is actual and real, such as using the word God for a rock under your bed in a shoebox. The rock is real and the box is real. If anyone asks you if God is real, then you can say with total 100% certainty that God is real, because the rock is real, because the shoebox is real. But the rock didn't create anything or make it rain or control people's lives, etc. It is a rock, and it is real though. Calling it God and not a rock makes God physically real, where every single human will agree God is real. Also, you can use a mountain, the sea, the forest, a house, a brick, a stone, a chair, a universe, the universe itself, etc. Anything that is real can be called God. All of these things in fact exist and are real. Therefore, God, in the case of using these God for these things, they are also, God would be also real. You have simply put the word God in the place of the other word, or whatever you call this thing. The word God has become interchangeable with the word tree, life, death, etc. The world of pantheism, using real and actual matters and then attaching the word God to it. This is the literal form. Now we'll go to the metaphorical form of how to use God, the word God, that is. The second way to use the word God is metaphorical. Metaphorical, number one. In this case, the word God is used in a purely mental form and therefore can have attributes, qualities, quantities, characteristics, attitudes, abilities, strengths, weaknesses, etc. of whatsoever the mind, feelings, emotions, wishes, dreams, wants, needs, political power, creativity, inventiveness, realness given by the mind, morality, ethics, etc. Number two, having the attributes of humans, other animals, plants, flying humans, flying elephants, complete anthropomorphisms, every human quality and traits, able to give you being able to give you anything you want or need. And the being of God, well, whatever you want to call it, ability, it has an ability to do the downright physical impossible, since this God is purely mental. This being is unseen, unheard, untouchable, unreachable. Only the select can talk to it or hear it, etc. Mentally produced God, or gods, more than one, have totally conflictual traits and qualities, and therefore experientially and logically do not and cannot exist, even in its best constructs. And humans are in utter conflict in talking and arguing about these things, simply because it's mentally created. This is the world of myths, all theistic religions, or non-religion theistic belief systems to it. Anything, utterly anything, can be used to make a God mentally. Now let's continue, please. The words theo, theism, theist, theology, theistic, etc. can be attached to a few other words, such as metaphorical type gods. In this case, is metaphorical type gods, such as A, monotheism, which means mono means one, meaning one, having one God or one deity. Polytheism, meaning two, having two or more gods or deities. C, deist theism, meaning having one impersonal, indifferent God or non-personal God. D, Gnostic theism, meaning using experience and knowledge but mixing it with religion concepts. Now we'll go to literal God or gods. A, pantheist, meaning using the word God interchangeably with the word universe, infinity, and non-deity divine. To continue, your God or gods, more than one, is equal to your ego and all your knowledge, experience, wishes, values of and in everything. All your needs, wants, how you specifically see, viewpoints that is, standpoints, and consider everything and everyone, human or non-human animals alike, and life overall. You are the totality of your God from your own standpoint, not another's. Now, to continue, number 2, non-living type God, non-living gods, better yet, literal gods also come into non-living things, inanimate objects, mountains, caves, rocks, stone, and so forth, etc. Conventional non-living things. You can attach the word God to any of these things and other things. These things are real and therefore actual, therefore your God would be actual and real. But it wouldn't be able to make the lightning or make the universe or any of those things. You've just simply exchanged the word, one word for another. We'll go to A, hierarchy of gods. That's right, hierarchy of gods. That means you have number 1, the greatest possible God that can be thought of or imagined, constructed by an individual or society. Second best, then you have the second best or second greatest God, etc. Third best, and so forth. Number 2, angels. You have the top angel, the middle level angels, if any, the lowest level angels, if any. Then also you have 3 devils. Top level devil, the top level devil, okay, middle level devils, the lowest level devils. We'll go to B. The reasons for producing God or gods. Number 1 is for explanatory reasons. Explanatory, to explain all explanatory purposes, to explain things, such as how the universe got here, how life got here, to deal with personal affairs, to have comfort in life, because life is hard. Life is hard. To have power in religion, politics, money, power over others, knowledge, to heal and have health, etc. We'll go to C now. What produces God or gods? Personal ego and the mind with its attendant feelings, needs, desires, loves, hates, dreams, needs for power and social betterment, viciousness, violence, warlike behavior, and everything else. Now, also we'll go to D. The different levels that humans relate in relations to theism and gods is, number 1, when human beings relate to each other when it comes to God or theism. The first level we'll go to is where human beings kill each other, physically and or mentally, indoctrinate each other to hate and kill others. This is the world of Muslims and many other religions, but mainly Muslims, and their political ideology of Islam, to kill others. To the next state is to number 2, to force, F-O-R-C-E, to force their God, beliefs, and so forth on others. Number 3, to hurt but not kill each other severely, physically, mentally, emotionally, socially. Number 4, to oppress each other terribly, socially stigmatize each other. Number 5, to create fear to control each other's behavior, using hell, Hades, purgatory to scare people into behaving a certain way, etc. Number 6, to debate, argue intelligent or unintelligent arguments, heated arguments, to discuss, converse, etc. each point of detail of each other's belief system because of attachment to such belief systems in each universal institution of humanity, which includes art, economics, education, family, law, medical, mass media, political, poverty, religion, science, and spiritual. We'll go to E now. The forms of belief systems based on God. The forms of belief systems based on God. Such as monotheistic, that's one God. Number 2, atheistic has 0 gods. Number 3, polytheistic has 2 or more gods. 4, theistic is one God, but that God is impersonal. Number 5, Gnostic has 0 or 1 or many gods. A Gnostic can have many or 1 or 0, 1 or many. Number 6, an agnostic has 0 gods until proven God or gods exist or don't exist. Number 7, pantheist. The word God itself is used in place of the actual or absolute real. Now, F. The psychology of God, or gods, more than one, whatsoever humans are and their experience is, hates, loves, violences, wars, caringness, madness, lunacies, indifferences, etc. That's the psychology of all the different gods. Because God is equal to you. To your psychology, to your feelings. Number 2, the 2 laws of the true science of God. This is number 5. Now we'll go to A. All ideas that create all gods, God or gods, of myth, legends, religions, etc., whether literal or metaphorical gods, forms, are created by humans for individual or social reasons and purposes. We'll go to B. Law B. All God and all gods are ideas created for, by, and of humans. Now, down here, it simply states, all God or gods have qualities or attributes, attitudes, games they play, morals, immorals, characteristics, personality, indifference, hate, viciousness, etc. All gods have quantities, so much power, number of abilities, speed, size, etc. This comes in 2 ways. Number 1, living, such as anthropomorphism. This God have a human shape, has human feelings, emotions, also other animal traits, plant attributes, etc. Now, we'll go to number 6. The main reason God is produced or created by humans. Existential shock. You say, what the world is existential shock? That's easy enough to say. This is the overwhelming, incomprehensible, absolute fact of the ultimate truth that so-called you, I'm speaking to you, find yourself an existent or existing, along with and in a real, actual, absolute, non-mechanical, transcendental self-divine, non-God absolute, universe of true infinity and true eternity. Once again, this is ultimate shock, the ultimate form of shock. I'll say that again. Existential shock is the main reason God is produced or created by humans. Existential shock is the overwhelming, incomprehensible, absolute fact of the ultimate truth that so-called you find yourself an existent or existing, along with and in a real, actual, absolute, non-mechanical, transcendental, self-divine, non-God, absolute universe of true infinity and true eternity. This is ultimate shock. We'll go now to number 7. Her story and his story of God. There was neither being nor non-being. There was neither energy nor non-energy. There was neither existence nor non-existence. There was neither time-space nor non-time-space. There was neither God nor non-God. There was neither eternity nor non-eternity. There was neither transcendence nor non-transcendence. There was neither reality nor non-reality. There was neither infinity nor non-infinity, non-finity. There was neither absolute truth nor non-absolute truth. There was neither universe nor non-universe. There was neither infinitesimal nor non-infinitesimal. There was neither this infinity eternal moment nor non-infinity eternal moment. There was neither dimensions nor non-dimensions. There was neither the impossible, which is the only possible, and the possible, which is the only impossible, nor non-possible, which is the only non-possible, and non-possible, which is the only non-impossible. And the totality of what has just been said and written here is and is not simultaneously the case, and cannot be proven nor disproven. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. And I want you to share this video and have a very fine day.